a good start to the podcast. Knocking stuff over right before I can say anything. Welcome. This is the dumbest podcast on your desk. I'm Manny McDouche.
And I'm Clayton Keck.
And as always, ridiculousness ensues. At least I didn't spill anything this time. Not yet. Wink, wink,
it's
nudge,
early.
nudge.
It's early.
Is Keg your uncle? Oh, God, I hope not. All right, what do you got in store for us today?
Well, we do have an interesting fucker that we are about to talk about. But before we do any of that, I do have a few announcements I'd like to make.
Boo. Wait for it.
So, first announcement. By the time this episode comes out, I mean, it's already happened in our time frame now. It really has. It's already happened.
All right, Jean-Claude Van Damme time cop.
Yeah. The train wreck's starting already. So at any rate, we did actually hire a couple of interns. We have one who's taking over our social media. And again, she has already formally introduced herself on our Facebook page. We call her Queenie. And we did hire a second intern. This guy, he's supposed to be the guy that proofreads our stuff. He, helps us set stuff up.
Not in studio.
No, not in studio. I feel like that would be a train wreck.
Yeah, very much so. It's already a train wreck without him being in here.
But his name is Carlito. And I do have one final announcement. We do have a new shirt that also we're about to start presenting merch on our Facebook page for you people to buy and enjoy.
He said you people. You sound like a racist.
I'm sorry. You listeners, you are my people, and that's why I call you people. So if that offends you, get the fuck over it.
YourStoriesDPOID@gmail.com. Let us know. Is that racist?
Oh, God.
Dude, you know what? I almost want. There's a podcast I listen to called "Yo, Is This Racist?" and I feel like calling in and asking about that.
So at any rate, let me go ahead and get on with this merch. That we just added a new shirt that is also going to be a part of this. I'm also in the works of trying to get some hats done, both baseball caps and winter hats.
Scullies.
Yes.
Because I do not wear a baseball hat, so
Scully,
I am on board.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm in the works of getting that done as we speak. But here's the new shirt, and I wanted to, and I'm surprised you didn't say that I'm still wearing my hoodie because I usually take it off once I get here. But this is because I wanted your genuine reaction to the new shirt.
Okay.
Here we go.
Looks like shit. He didn't even take his hoodie off, and I already know what it looks like.
I gotta take off the headset.
Yeah, got to move your beer too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, I forgot that was there.
Oh God, no.
There's
No.
You're gonna love it.
No.
Oh,
Get the
yeah.
fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
You big kegerated.
Fuck out of here.
Told you I was gonna make it happen.
Nope. Wrong button.
I have made it happen. You just got kegerated.
Come on out, you rapist!
Oh yeah, my bad. Nope.
How did I not see that button coming?
Since you reminded me that it's there, it was like, oh, okay. All
So
right.
yes, we do now have another shirt adding to the already.
No, there is no we here. He has a new shirt. That's all him. All him.
Oh yeah. So this will all be.
Hey, if it generates money for the studio, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
So buy
the
that shitty ass shirt that I'm not endorsing.
Don't feel bad. He's just mad because he got kegerated. And
I'm not gonna stop doing that.
I know it. I know.
I've been firm about that from the jump. I'm not stopping that.
So at any rate, let's get into this piece of shit. Yeah. He is known as John Emil List.
Hey, John List. Wait, no, actually, it was good. Like I had this thought about John's pissed because motherfucking robot chickens. Schindler's List 2. Schindler's pissed.
Yeah.
So like I was gonna try to figure out some way to spin that and it didn't work out.
No.
So I learned something.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah. That I tell terrible jokes too, not just the keg.
There you go. And I was kind of surprised by it. I'm not going to lie. You have rare misses.
Screw you! You're fired! You're
All right. Well, since this is for pro bono, I might as well finish it up. I'm already here. He was
God.
bored.
We're going to get a cease and desist from WWE. Actually, you know what? We probably won't. We're so under the radar
Oh,
that
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think we could do this for a fucking year and we will not.
You know
fucking
what's
get-
funny? This episode will take backlash like years down the road.
Oh God. Just like Chris. All right, this is going to be my last one. Just like Chris Benoit, we're going to get backlash on that because of motherfucking Archer. And I just recently rewatched that Monaco episode. And still, Benoit balls. I can't help it.
Got to.
Nope.
It just rolls off the tongue. Just like his Benoit balls. John Emile List was born September 17th, 1925 in Bay City, Michigan. List was an only child. And by all accounts, List was known as a mama's boy. So from everything I've seen, he took a lot of flack growing up because that's how close to his mom he was. So he got beat up quite frequently for being a mama's boy, especially back in this time period. Oh, yeah, them kids weren't fucking around.
What a fowler. If any of you actually knows what that means, literally email us at yourstoriesdpoid@gmail.com.
Just let us know. You understand.
Because honestly, I cannot remember the name of that cartoon that I stole it from, but I cannot stop saying it.
I can't remember the name of it either.
Yeah, I just remember. I remember it like not being the Scooby-Doo kids, but I just remember someone similar to Red Herring just pointing and screaming,
Yeah.
"What a fowler!"
Yeah.
And I just cannot stop thinking about it.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I seen it too. I watched that same show, and I still to this day do not know what the fuck it was. But at any rate, his parents were devout Lutherans. Though his father was more devout than his mother, List in his father's footsteps. Wait, what? Followed. Wow. List followed in his father's footsteps and became a Sunday school teacher.
What's funny about what just happened there, I just said this joke earlier before we started, is that I got 4 eyes and can't see shit. Same thing with the keg.
Oh, yeah, but I feel like they've known about my issue. Yours is just kind of getting new.
I just need new glasses.
But at any rate, you know what? Honestly, I did tell Carlito to enlarge this a little bit bigger. Carlito, bro,
Get on that.
come on, man. You're making me look stupider out here.
No, you're just helping them make them look even more stupid.
Oh, I said stupider. I don't know if you caught that, but
I did. And I decided to say it the proper way, which is funny because usually my English is absolutely awful.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Like I never say you and I always say you and me.
Yeah, well, I do the same shit. You know, I'm not a fucking teacher. List graduated from Bay City Central High School in 1943. And later that year, he enlisted in the Army where he served as a laboratory technician during World War II.
You know what's interesting is that people who were I can't remember if List is a serial killer or not, but we'll get into it. Yeah, I know. But what's funny about that is apparently a lot of military veterans that served in World War II, I ain't gonna say a lot, but a good percentage had ended up being serial killers, and most of them served in like not anything serious. They did like almost mundane jobs when they were in the military, which is really hilarious.
Like a cook or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those are the guys that just snapped. They didn't even see the fucking battle and they
Didn't
snapped.
even see combat. It's like there was some guy who was like a logistics clerk or some shit that ended up being a fucking serial killer. Can't remember his fucking. It wasn't a logistics clerk, but it was like he was like something similar to that,
right?
Or some shit, and ended up being a fucking serial killer. And I think he either served in World War II or the Korean War or some shit like that. I can't remember what it was.
But still, never seen battle.
Right.
The pressure was too much for him.
Got to get this TP out there.
I got 5 more of these to hand out. What am I going to fucking do? I'm going to kill everyone. List's father died in 1944, though, and List in 1946.
Just keep going.
Was discharged from the Army, and he enrolled at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And actually, that's a pretty big school. I've been over by there, actually, a couple times when I was traveling around doing work on the road and shit.
I want to say the Sklar's went there. I don't know if that's U of M or if it was the other Michigan, but I want to say it was the University of Michigan. I could be wrong.
Yeah, was it right off the bay there?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I've never actually been there. But
it's a nice area, man, and the school itself is fucking huge.
Yeah, I know they went to one of the major schools in Michigan. I just can't remember exactly which one.
So there he earned a bachelor's degree in business administration and also a master's degree in accounting. Yeah, this guy.
Red flags.
One way or another, this guy was going to be a criminal. There's no doubt about it.
God.
He went a whole nother way, but he was set up to try to do like legal crime and steal your fucking money.
It's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. He went a whole nother way, though. With the Korean War heating up, List was recalled to active duty in November of 1950.
List, I literally just mentioned that about the fucking Korean War.
Yeah, you did. That's why I didn't really say much about it. List was stationed at Fort Eustis in Virginia. During his time in Virginia, List met Helen Morris Taylor.
Hey, girl.
I'm in the Army, bitch.
In the Army now. We're not going to even go there. We will literally.
Oh, we don't need to.
Because we can spend the next 5 to 10 minutes just talking about that fucking movie. So
oh, man. Who was a widow of an infantry officer killed in action in Korea. Helen and her daughter Brenda lived near List. The two hit it off and were married on December 1st, 1951. I mean, they progressed quick as fuck.
Like almost like a Hollywood wedding today.
Oh,
like
yeah.
We just met 3 months ago.
Just without the annulment.
We're married. What?
Yeah, there was no, like, next day annulment or nothing. They stuck it out for a bit. They were married in Baltimore, Maryland. The newly formed family moved to Northern California soon after the wedding.
We got to go where the weed is.
You know it. List was reassigned to the Army's Finance Corps due to his degree and experience in accounting. Yeah, this is already leading up to disaster already.
Red flag.
List finished his second tour in 1952, and the family moved to Detroit, Michigan, where he found work in an accounting firm. He worked with this firm for a couple years before going to a paper company in Kalamazoo, Michigan, where he worked as an audit supervisor. Again, still leading up to what should have happened, but he totally diverted.
Yeah.
Helen and List had 3 children together as well while they were in Kalamazoo. So they were there for a little while.
Sorry about that.
Not as sorry as Kalamazoo. List rose through the ranks of the company, and by 1959, he was the general supervisor of the accounting department.
Of course he was.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he be?
What a shock.
He was the man, bro. Helen was in fact an alcoholic, and due to syphilis she had gotten from her ex-husband, which she never told List about, she became increasingly unstable.
What a bitch.
Like, how are you not going to say something? Don't you think your fucking new husband needs to know that shit?
Like, hey, you might want to go to the pharmacy and get that shampoo for these crabs.
I feel like syphilis is well worse than that.
But I tried to make it more lighthearted because it's easier to get rid of crabs.
Now, this is something that
especially back then, it was difficult to get rid of fucking syphilis.
Oh, dude, there was really no cure for it at the time. I feel like if there was, they either held back on it because it didn't come out until well into the fucking mid-'60s, I'm pretty sure.
That's true.
So if there was at this point, they definitely withheld it or just saved it for rich people.
Okay, I'm just gonna just say one thing, and then we can move on from talking about STDs.
Well, no, I did have a question I also wanted to, but go ahead.
All right, like the only reason why I said it was difficult at that time period is the same thing with how difficult it was with AIDS and HIV in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Because there was a way for you to be able to get rid of it. It was just really expensive, and you just But, moving on.
Well, no, this is actually a question I had even during this research, and I looked it up, and I had conflicting answers.
Interesting.
Yes. Now, they had kids together. She had syphilis. Does that pass through to her kids as she's giving birth or while she's carrying the kid? Now, I've actually looked at several sources, and literally it's like split down the middle. Half literally said yes. The other half said no. But some of the people that said no also did specify it depends on the situation of the actual syphilis.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what the solid answer to that is, and I tried to find it, but it was pretty split.
I was just thought of something disturbing.
Well, that was disturbing on its own. So
yeah. So you want me to actually?
Yes, I do.
You want me to put it out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Giving birth with genital warts.
Oh. And one of them's popping as the kid pops out.
No, I didn't go that far. I wasn't thinking about all that. But honestly, the visual of like just being dilated with the warts around it, like all right, we need to
giving birth with a blue waffle.
We need to move. We need to move on.
Oh,
yep.
absolute.
I just said that. Your stories, dpoid@gmail.com. Have you ever had genital warts? You ever had the clap?
So this...
Dude, there was this woman years ago, straight up, I knew some people that called her the Clap Commander. And Captain Clap. She actually never had the clap, but for some
That's
reason...
even fucking better. Holy shit. Never even had it. They're like,
No.
That's the Clap Commander.
Yeah. Just all of a sudden, just out of the blue. It's like, what's up, Captain Clap? It's like, where did this fucking come from?
She was probably a virgin the whole goddamn time.
Oh God, I haven't been keeping tracks of the comes this episode. So
I definitely forgot about all that.
Yeah, well, you know what? We'll keep them coming.
Oh, excellent.
God.
So with all this, basically coming unraveled at this point, it was definitely putting a huge strain on their marriage.
I thought you was talking about this podcast.
Oh, how could I not? Oh, yeah. So Brenda, which was Liz's stepdaughter, got married in 1960 and moved out of the house.
Bye. Gotta go.
Good fucking riddance. And Liz was offered a job with Xerox.
Oh, of course he was.
Though the offer meant he had to move his family to Rochester, New York.
Nope. No. For one main reason.
It's New York. That would be my main reason.
See, I don't have a problem with New York State as a whole. It's just New York City as a whole.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Now, I ain't saying New York City. Well, New York City ain't as bad as it used to be in the fucking 80s. Dude, think about it.
At least not as much as coming out of there doesn't mean it's not happening.
Okay, let me rephrase this.
Yes.
The main hub of New York City, which is like the Manhattan area and whatnot, is not in not downtown or wherever the fuck wherever they do the
Times Square.
Times Square,
yeah.
It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be in the 80s.
Times Square is terrible.
Hey, but I don't know like what it's like in motherfucking Brooklyn, and sure as shit don't know what it's like in the Bronx. And hey, guess what? My Gary, Indiana ass is never going in the motherfucking Bronx. I can tell you right now.
I feel like you'd be safer in the Bronx than the GI.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Dude, that's like my fucking stupid ass going to motherfucking Dora Miller and thinking I'm gonna be fucking safe. Get the fuck out of here. And dude, the Bronx ain't nothing but a bigger version of Dora Miller for fucking us. Dude, if Dora Miller was a motherfucking had its own motherfucking zip code,
yeah.
yes, that'd be the Gary version of the Bronx.
Do you think you'd be safer in Cabrini Green?
No, thank God that don't exist
No,
anymore.
I know it doesn't. But back in the day when it was at its fucking worst, do you think you'd be safer there than here?
If I knew somebody that lived in that motherfucker. Huh. If I was just walking in that bitch, just like didn't know nobody, dude, could you imagine DoorDash to Cabrini Green?
Oh. I guarantee you nobody's getting their fucking food. I guarantee it. They'd take that money and they'd be like, I ain't going.
Hell the fuck no. Ain't getting shit.
Hell no.
No, they just gonna steal their food every motherfucking time.
Oh yeah, they're gonna try to pocket that cash. So they're like, hey, they're getting calls saying that they didn't get their food.
Hey, I dropped it on their doorstep.
What do you mean? While he's wiping his mouth full of fucking burger grease. What do you mean he didn't get it?
As he's taking a sip of their taking the last sip of their motherfucking Coke or fucking Sprite or some shit. Hell no, ain't no fucking delivery to Cabrini Green.
Hell no.
That's why the back door was fucking welded shut. There was only one way in that bitch.
Oh man. And once again, he rose through the ranks rather quickly at Xerox, and he soon became the director of accounting services.
Of course he was.
Oh, yeah. He was the man, bro. List gets yet another big-time job offer in 1965, which he does accept. List is now working in a bank as a vice president and comptroller. And, I've heard the word comptroller a few times. There's actually a couple different terminologies for it, but the one I went with was the one that seemed more fitting with this situation, which is basically a senior executive.
Yeah, because he's not like a political comptroller.
Right. Because, there's that, there's this, and then there was another meaning behind it, and it was something more like mayoral, like as a mayor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I know I said it wrong, but I knew what I meant, and there's an actual word. I fucked it.
Mayoral.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise. Yeah, it's the same.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, it tracks. And the family.
Mayonnaise McDouches. Hey. It's time to change my name. It's gonna be Mayonnaise McDouches now.
Hey Mayo, get your ass in here.
No. You gotta say the whole thing.
You don't want to shorten it.
It's a Tribe Called Quest. You gotta say the whole thing.
Oh,
mayonnaise.
Oh,
yes.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, can I say it like that? Can I say it super white like that?
I mean, you are white.
Am I though?
Yes, you are.
Oh man. Whew. So now the family moves to New Jersey, to Jersey City, New Jersey, to be more precise. They moved into a 19-room mansion located at 431 Hillside Avenue in Westfield, New Jersey. And also, yes.
No, is this that story?
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
And also, List's mother moves in with them now.
Oh, yes, that is his story.
Yes,
Let's get into it. All right.
I knew once I got to that point, because I knew I like when I brought it up to you.
I did that the last time we tried to record.
Yeah.
I never remembered the guy's name, but never remember this guy's name. All right, yeah, let's get into it.
List was progressively becoming unhinged a few years after this move.
What a shock.
Well, maybe the syphilis was catching up to him. I don't know.
Yep.
He was also diving deeper into his Lutheran religion. List began preaching more to his family. He talked about the growing evil in the world and just overall seemed more paranoid and delusional. Shocking. This all came to a head on November 9th, 1971, when List murdered his entire family with the use of a 9mm Steyr 1912 semi-automatic handgun and a .22 caliber Colt revolver.
Well, you do know what they say about how does it go? No, God didn't Wait, God didn't create man equal. Colonel Colt did some shit like that.
I want to say I've heard this, but not quite that way.
Yeah, it's something similar to that because of Colonel Colt, every man who had a fucking Colonel Colt revolver was literally equal to the person that was across from him if they had the same revolver.
I believe the way I had heard it is there's nobody equal to Captain Colt.
I don't know that one.
Something like that. But at any rate, I mean, it's a gun, so yeah, I mean, not many people are equal to a gun. So there's that. While his children were at school, List shot his wife, Helen, who was 47, in the back of the head. Then he shot his mother, Elma, who was 84, which the shot went in above the left eye of his mother. His daughter, Patricia, 16, and his younger son, Frederick, who was 13, came home from school and
put it on the board.
Yeah, we should have been paying attention to that.
Yeah, fuck no.
And List proceeded to make... Okay, and I did... God damn it, Carlito. I told you to fucking read this over. Make changes. You fucked me.
Proofread.
God damn it. So this was a mistake, because it actually was... When they came home from school, List proceeded to make his children some sandwiches, and while they were eating their sandwiches, he shot both of them in the back of the head.
So are we actually paying Carlito for?
Oh,
any
fuck
of this?
no! And right now, I think that's still too much.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, that's already like twice now. This motherfucker.
All right, it's time to double the workload.
Yeah, double the workload, and we're gonna minus 0 from you, buddy.
Moving on.
List then drove to his bank. He closed out his and his mother's bank accounts.
Thank you.
Cha-ching. Wait. Forgot we had a button for that. Then he drove to Westfield High School to watch his oldest son, John, who was 15, play a soccer game. After the game, List drove John home and shot him repeatedly because John attempted to defend himself.
What a shock.
He could have just stole people's money, bro. You didn't have to kill your family. List placed the bodies of his wife and children on sleeping bags in the ballroom. He put his mother's body in her apartment in the attic, which that's a whole other thing. He literally built her a whole ass apartment in the fucking attic.
Which makes no sense because when she wants to go somewhere, she's gotta fucking go down a shit ton of fucking stairs. It's a fucking 19-room fucking mansion. Like the fuck, dude.
I know. And I said the same goddamn thing.
Like seriously.
I was like, yeah, he really cared about his mom so much. He's like, I'm gonna put you upstairs. Good luck getting downstairs.
Dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine when my mom was fucking sick? She'd be in the fucking basement.
Right.
Seriously?
I got a doctor's appointment trying to work her way up the stairs. And you're just like standing there going, come on, we're going to be late.
Like, no. I've been saying it a lot. Get the fuck out of here.
Could you imagine, though, her room's in the attic and they still got, like, the pull-down stair system, like the stair ladder system?
Oh, my God.
Come on, Mom, get your ass down here.
It's time to go to church. we're gonna be late for the benediction, but the benediction's after the sermon. I know you're taking that long.
Well, I'm not as young as I used to be. Hurry the fuck up.
My God.
List placed the...
This gets dumber and dumber.
Yeah, totally fucked up.
Just gets dumber and dumber, dude.
Oh, my God, man. That is great. The sad thing is I can picture that whole scenario playing out. He's just standing there at the bottom of the ladder like, what the fuck is she doing?
I thought you were gonna build handles on these build railings on these stairs. Get your ass down here. We're gonna be late for church.
I'm about to put a fucking rope up there. Maybe that'll help you just slide right the fuck down.
Yeah, you know what? If I give you a fireman pole, will that help you get down here faster? Like, I might break my ankles. Like, well, we'll get to church faster. We'll put you in the wheelchair every time you come down. Like, the fuck?
Oh, my God, dude.
What a son.
Yeah, this guy. Class act.
Dude, I can't believe I never remember this guy's name.
So he then wrote a 5-page letter to his pastor.
Lord, grant me the serenity for the things that I cannot change. and it was just over and over 5 pages. He just wrote the serenity prayer over and over again.
But just that one phrase of it, not the whole thing.
Oh, no, he wrote the whole thing over and over again. And the wisdom to know the difference.
And even better, he fucking puts in the AA thing. Keep coming back. It helps.
Wow. Oh, God. Hey, dude, just the look on a pastor's face, like the one time that you would actually visibly see a question mark over somebody's head. Like, and
with
it's purple.
The sound of.
And it's purple. It's not red. It's not green. It's not yellow. It's straight up purple. Like, he's looking at it like, dude, this is the most confusing thing I've ever seen.
God damn it.
All right.
So, in this letter to his pastor, he said,
J. Jesus Christ. Sorry. I couldn't help it.
You shorted me one bullet, God. You shorted me one.
That'll do, Piggly. That'll do. This is seriously going off the rails.
This is what it's all about, guys. This is what it's all about.
Just gets dumber and dumber. Hey, but
it's in our name.
That's true. Hey, but honestly, if you've never heard this story about John List,
it's wild.
Yeah. Yes.
So in this letter to his pastor, he said he had seen way too much evil in the world, so he killed his family to save their souls.
Wait for it.
What are you, fucking nuts? Yeah. You fuck.
And he was. He was nuts. List also cleaned the crime scene and removed his picture from all the family photos.
Come on out, you rapist!
Wow. All right.
And then he said to his wife,
Screw you! You're fired!
"Bop, bop, bop, bop."
You're fired!
Yes, that just happened. You know, mistakes are made. When mistakes are made, we just
Write a letter to your pastor, everything's fine.
No, absolutely not. Can't yes and that one.
So after he tore out all of his own pictures,
Didn't even miss a beat.
he turned on every light in the house. He turned the thermostat to the lowest setting and then turned on the radio to, guess what? A religious station and left.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think he was going to put on a metal fucking... I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even think
that
they had metal at the time, so there's that.
No, it would have been that old town rock and roll.
Right. And that was too heavy for them. No one found the bodies for nearly a month, mostly due to the family being reclusive already. And List had also sent notes to the children's school and part-time jobs, claiming they would be visiting their dying grandmother in North Carolina.
Aww.
For a few weeks, by the way. So he bought himself a few weeks with those letters alone.
Aww.
Now, Helen's mother was supposed to, and this is who the grandmother was in North Carolina, she was supposed to come for a visit.
Put it on the board.
Yeah. But due to an illness she was having, she had to cancel. And List did later admit, after obvious reasons, he was able to admit this, that had she shown up, he would have easily made her the sixth victim.
All right. Well,
So
there's that. Yeah, well, there's that. It's like, yeah. Well, how about that?
I'm not shocked by any of this at this point after reading the first half. Neighbors began noticing the lights were always on day and night.
Well, how would you know that they're on during the day?
Oh,
because it's the fucking daytime. Hey, there's an invention called curtains.
Yeah, which John didn't draw them, so the windows were wide open day and night.
Well, that just shows how dumb he fucking was.
He probably would have got away with it longer had it been for him just closing curtains.
Oh, God. The fucking chandelier in the ballroom, somebody just fucking drives by and just, fucking... Oh, right. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll save that for later.
There you go, because that is in here later.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
So, he definitely would have made her the sixth victim. And again, honestly, this is just showing how boring the neighborhood was if they have this much time to watch their neighbor's house. To try to,
It's like, hey, Darlene, you notice that that their lights are always on? Like, well, yeah. Like, even when we come through here at 3 o'clock in the morning after leaving the Jizz Club.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And then he's all like, hey, by the way, while you're in the kitchen, give me a beer. She comes out. Yeah, no, that light's still on.
Like, or Peter Griffin style. Like, who said that? Oh, hey, Lois, how about a sandwich? I'm starving.
Man. Now, they did notice the inactivity of the house and all that, but then what really made people start finally calling in was once the lights began to burn out.
They didn't last that long back then.
Yeah, no, the filaments were terrible.
They actually used filaments back then.
They did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still use filaments today.
Sometimes.
Yes. You have to find the right light bulb.
Yeah, like the actual older light bulbs.
Yeah, I had to look up because I was thinking, like, I don't think any of my light bulbs are filaments.
No.
That's why they
No, I think. Oh, nope. Never mind. I see the spiral.
They're all spirals.
Yep. Never mind. Yep. I got LEDs in my most of my house, so we don't actually have filaments either.
They last for a long time.
Well, except for one, which I just put in last year, and it's already going out, and that's really fucking weird to me.
Yeah, I should have burped in the microphone.
Should have. That was good form. So after several calls,
burp on cue, motherfuckers.
After several calls of concern, officers showed up to check things out. They found an unlocked window leading to the basement. Which, I don't know. Like, so did they just go to the windows first? And they're like, "Hey, this one's open. Come on, get in there. Hey, Chief, this door was open. I don't care. Get the fuck in this window."
Like, get on your knees and get in that basement and let me know what's in there.
Plus, it was a basement window, so it's a smaller one that just either slides in or out.
Yep.
Get the fuck in. But
get
the door's unlocked. I say get the fuck over here.
Get your ass in there. Which one of y'all got the flattest ass? Get your ass in there.
Let's find out. Each one of you try till one of you makes it.
Like, you got your stomach's too big. You're fit. Turn around.
Now,
you got a flat ass. Get your ass in there.
What about you, Chief? I'm the Chief.
It's like, I'm your CO, motherfucker. Like, I tell you what to do.
Oh, man. So they did use that to enter the house. Upon entering the house, it didn't take long to discover the bodies of List's former family.
Aww.
Westfield was not known to have crimes of this nature.
No kidding.
It said that Westfield is relatively quiet.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, because y'all fucking houses are too far apart.
Now, there was a famous kidnapping and murder that did occur in 1932 in this area, which was the Charles Lindbergh case.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. And that's still, as far as I know, that case, I believe, is still unsolved to this day as well.
Interesting story. Busy Bone apparently was kidnapped as a child.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
No
shit. Can't remember what age he was, but it threw me off when I heard that. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so are you. You're crazy.
Well, I didn't know that either.
No, you knew.
No, I keep hearing I'm okay.
Yeah, that's because you keep hearing that in your head. That doesn't mean you are.
It makes sense that I keep hearing it when I'm in a room by myself.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, no, you're just ignoring the knot.
Oh man.
Yeah, you gotta have them on standby. You gotta have them jokes on standby.
Oh, so at this point, a nationwide manhunt was launched looking for John List.
Which is so fucking funny. Actually, though, it's not funny that the manhunt was launched. It's just
I was wondering about that.
No, it's funny of like what you're gonna end up saying in the next couple of pages.
Oh, yeah. And the police were investigating hundreds of leads with no results. List
Suckers.
By this point, you got to think, though, man. I mean, List had close to a month of a head start on them.
Bye.
With photos of List destroyed, they had little to go on. However, police found their family car, a green Chevrolet Impala, parked at the John F. Kennedy Airport in New York City. There was no evidence of List boarding a flight, though. But then
what
again,
year was that Impala?
The Impala, I don't recall.
Oh, all right. Well,
yeah, I don't even think it listed the year of the car. But at any rate, I mean, it's not surprising that there wasn't a boarding list, because back then there was mostly just cash.
yeah.
So they're not really jotting down names of people paying cash at an airport.
And even if they were jotting down names, just like going to like a motel, you go and pay cash. You just gives them whatever fucking name, and he's like, "Oh, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Thanks for this cash."
Yeah, you could easily just walk in there. Hey, yeah, I'm Malcolm X. Okay, Mr. X, go on
Get
down
your
room
ass,
3.
Hey, get your ass in there. It's like, hey, shut your ass up. Get your ass in there. This cash works just fine for me.
Yeah,
You're just sitting there, just fucking fanning his fucking face with your fucking 20s and shit.
You're just like, dude, it was just like $40, bro. What are you doing?
Hey, man, that $40 will get you 2 nights.
Well, yeah, back in the 70s, probably.
On a Tuesday and a Wednesday.
Man, well, I don't know about nowadays here.
Oh, fuck no.
You're lucky to get an hour out of $40 now. Oh, man. In August 1972, 9 months after the murders, the List's former mansion was destroyed by a fire. That's weird.
Huh.
Yeah, the fire was ruled as arson, but it is unsolved and there are no suspects.
Except for these nuts.
So you're telling me John List was not a suspect of burning down his own fucking mansion, thinking that, hey, maybe nobody knows about the bodies yet. He went back months later to try to burn it. Like, hey, they probably haven't found him yet. Let me go ahead and set this on fire.
Nah.
Nobody thought this was possible.
Well, I mean, anything's possible. Well, I would say almost anything's possible.
I mean, if anything, I would be like, there's no suspects except for John List. You know what I mean?
Like, where's his punk ass?
Right. I mean, he's still missing at this point, so how is it he's not listed as a person of interest in burning down his own house?
POI. Person of interest.
Or a piece of shit. Oh, wait, that would be POS. Never mind.
You a POI, you ain't got no alibi.
I just really
That was
wanted to say
awful.
piece of shit either way.
Dude, as funny as that was awful.
It was.
Yo.
1972, List now in Denver with a new name, Robert Bob Peter Clark. So, why did he have so many first names?
Right. Like you went from 3 first names to 4. Yeah. And hey, guess what? 3 first names, all red flags. And he probably came up with this name.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, 3 first names, ain't nobody I can go by anyone. Call me Robert, call me Rob, call me Bob, call me Peter, call me Clark.
Like, honestly, could you imagine him telling somebody this idea of, I'm going to move here suspiciously and just change my name to this? They're like, oh, 3 first. He's going to be like, 3 first names? That's suspicious as fuck. Let me add a fourth.
Yeah, call me Bob. Okay.
Oh, 4 first names, you should be good, bro. Go on.
Yeah, you know what? Let's make it 5. Just Rob. Robert, Rob, Bob, Peter, Clark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if that was somebody's real name? Robert, Rob, Bob, Peter, Clark. And it's like literally have to sign all fucking 5 of those fucking goddamn names.
Now, if I met
Get
somebody,
the fuck out of here.
if I met somebody that told me this was his fucking name, I'd have been like, hey, man, nice meeting you. I got to go. Don't contact me. You know what? In fact, if I knew you through work, I'm quitting my job and finding something else. I don't want to be nowhere near you.
You know, I got one better. So, like, let's say you're in your living room, you're talking to somebody, you see somebody walk up and you go, who is that? And then they say that name. And then the first thing you say is,
Come on out, you rapist!
wow.
Yes. How could you not say that as soon as you hear this name? I'm on board.
It's dumber and dumber as we fucking proceed. It's fucking great.
Whoo. Oh, this was the name of a classmate from college that John List went to school with. Although
That motherfucker was a rapist too.
the real Bob Clark said he had never knew List to begin with. List was working at a paper box manufacturer as an accountant, and by 1979, he worked his way up to comptroller. From 1979 to 1986, he was a comptroller.
Yeah, so if you do the math here, that is 14 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, 14 years. Minimum 14 years since the fucking murders.
Well, yeah, he was on the run for a while.
Yeah,
Long time.
and he wasn't running.
No,
he was just chilling.
Yeah.
But, you know what?
No,
Let's
yeah.
keep going because I was about to spoil some shit.
Oh, yeah, because it gets worse. List also joined a Lutheran church and even ran a carpool for the church members who had no transportation. Yeah.
God, you know what?
So now
God,
he's...
you know what? I said that I wasn't gonna really join, but I gotta say, God damn it, Carlito, what about the proofread?
Yeah, thank you, because I was trying to ignore it.
Dude,
This
proofread
is
this
3
shit.
goddamn times, Carlito. 3.
Like it literally says even ran a carpool for church members who had transportation,
Yeah.
which makes no sense.
All right, Carlito, if you're hearing me, you are a fucking asshole.
Screw you! You're fired! You're fired! Whoa!
You know what?
Hold on, I think you're being too harsh on him, douche.
You know, I do
I'm
have
gonna
to
give
say,
you another chance, Carlito.
dude, I'm gonna wear that shit out until we change it back for real. Which is probably gonna be like another
Well, to be fair, we got another deep dive we're gonna need those buttons for anyway.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's true.
Yeah, there's that. And then we can wear those ones out until the next deep dive. We need those buttons.
Okay.
Yeah, there's that.
Well,
But God damn it, Carlito!
All right.
Man, I'm glad we're not paying you because this is already getting expensive.
I never thought I would be this on board on fucking on Carlito.
I know you were against me hiring him anyway, so there's that.
Yeah. Now I'm okay with it. Yeah. Thanks, Carlito.
Fucking Carlito. List met Dolores Miller through the Lutheran Church. Dolores was an Army post exchange clerk.
Oh my God.
Yeah. A post exchange is basically like an Army surplus store, for those of you that don't know. But they mostly had them on like military bases originally, and that's where they originated from. Yeah. So it was a military base store.
Yeah.
The two were married in 1985, and in February of 1988, they moved to Midlothian, Virginia, where List, or rather Bob Clark, my bad, worked as an accountant at a small accounting firm. The firm was called Madrea, Joyner, Kirkham, and Woody.
Now,
What a fucked up name.
Now, if you met a person with all of them names, the first thing you're gonna say when you see him outside your door is,
Come on out, you rapist!
"Wow, Because for real, it's like
now, which part would I say? The come on out, you rapist, or the wow? Because both seem fitting.
No, actually, it'd be more like, come on in, you rapist, so I can punch you in the face.
But then as soon as he walks in, he just gets instantly naked, and then you're just like, wow.
Kick him in the balls. That's an instant nut shot, dude. And especially if I have the fucking cap gun in my motherfucking hand at the time, I am shooting that dickhead. Oh fuck yeah, I'm shooting that nigga in the motherfucking balls with a motherfucking beer cap. For real.
With that thing, man, you need to go for the dickhead itself.
No, I'm going right for a fucking nut, nigga.
I think in that moment, the sharp edge right on the tip of your fucking dick is gonna hurt.
Either way, it's gonna hurt.
I think it's gonna hurt worse than the balls, to be honest.
Dude, either way, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
and then,
fair enough.
Yeah, either way, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that thing does create. Yeah, no, dude, that thing does have some impact on it.
Yeah, that's why I never let it get anywhere near you.
In May 1989, after 17 years and 6 months on the run,
the fuck?
Wait.
Oh. What are you fucking nuts? Yeah. You fuck.
Yeah, let me repeat this because he was on the run for 17 and a half years.
What are you fucking nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
You fuck.
The case gets a huge push to public light from America's Most Wanted. They discussed the crime and showed an aged, progressed bust, which was a very close match to what John List actually looked like, which is saying a lot, which means they know what they're fucking doing. Well, some of them artists do anyways.
Yeah.
There's quite a few that are like, okay, this is the guy we arrested. This is your sketch. No wonder we didn't catch him in time. I mean, look at this.
Where'd they find the bust? In the fire? So he took all the pictures, but
no. This is a bust that the police agency, like through America's Most Wanted, they created the bust of the age progression of what he may look like today, and it was very close to how he actually looked that day.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, no, that's
a lot of work.
Well, yeah, and there's another case that I'm actually about to be done with the research that we were going to cover that actually involves busts that the police actually made, which, oh, God, there's so much wrong with that case. But at any rate.
Whenever I think busts, I think of, like, Roman busts.
Oh, yeah. No, like where they have it done about themselves and all that. Yeah. No, this was something that the law enforcement agencies made to try to help people find them. I said people. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them people.
That is absolutely not why I'm laughing.
Oh, okay. Well, then, my bad. Now, just 2 weeks after the episode aired, List was arrested finally at a Richmond accounting firm when a neighbor of List from Denver recognized him and called it in. Yes. So those busts that they made really fucking made a difference. And like I said, some of those artists, they get it, and the other ones, they just kind of guess till they make it. List stuck to his alias for months. This always cracks me up, man. Like, the way he was just like, no, man, I'm this guy. What are you fucking talking about?
Dude, he was Shaggy before Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Yeah. Oh, you have fucking proof? It wasn't me. So
they saw me banging on the counter. It wasn't me.
She stood there and watched me fuck her, but it wasn't me.
My neighbor saw me. My neighbor saw me firing gunshots. It wasn't me.
My delivery driver seen me moving the body when he came up with my pizza, but it wasn't me.
They thought they heard my kid scream, and it wasn't me. Dude, I actually have to apologize for that one. That was bad. That was bad.
Oh man! So he stuck to his.
I'm sorry for that joke.
He stuck to his guns on this. all the way up until he was extradited to New Jersey.
It wasn't me.
When it was proven through a fingerprint match to fingerprints found at the earlier crime scene.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, right? On February 16th, 1990, List finally said, hey, all right, you got me. It was me. List claimed he was laid off in 1971 when the Jersey City bank closed. But he didn't want to admit or tell his family this, so he continued
because he's a good Christian.
No, yeah, it was that Lutheran faith.
Yeah.
If I just keep lying to my family, God will make it right.
You know what? I've always wondered because, with Christianity, it branches off like that between like Lutheran, Presbyterian, Baptist, and like all that stuff. If I feel like with that, it's more of the way the pastor actually is than the actual branch of the faith.
Yeah, more the actual attitude or of the pastor rather than the denomination of the church.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I agree fully, man. Because I mean, if you go to a church and the pastor's just like, whatever. I mean, this is what they said happens. I mean, that you're not going to want to go to that fucking church. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on top of that, most of these other churches, the pastors don't give a fuck about the people that go see him. And so this is maybe a church that, obviously the guy that's preaching gives a shit about his followers,
but not as much as he should.
Right.
Because
enough to keep you there.
Yeah, because when I think about it, I've been into at least a good handful of different denominations. I mean, Baptist, Holiness, Lutheran, Presbyterian, and then I've always heard crazy things about Presbyterian, but this one Presbyterian church was actually really cool.
Well, even before this case, though, I had heard a lot of weird things about Lutherans, and this is before I knew about the John List case.
I know. That's what's wild.
I really do feel like out of every denomination I've either been affiliated with or heard about, in my opinion, from everything I've heard, it's a close tie-up between Lutherans and Catholics as far as the most fucked up denominations.
Okay.
That's what I get out of it. So at any rate,
well, welcome to what? God damn it! I almost said Christian. It's not Christian. To religious time with Clayton Keg, the douche.
If you'd like to hear more, please contact the LDS community.
Yes, very much so. Like, don't contact us.
Hell no. Hell no. Oh, man. So Liz just kept going on his daily schedule of getting ready for work and telling his family, I'll see you after work. And then he, most of the time, went to a train station and occasionally had job interviews. But most of the time, he'd go to a train station, read a newspaper, until it was time to go home.
For hours.
I mean, hours and hours. Just sitting there.
Just nobody reading the same newspaper
dude,
over
this is what
and
really
over
drives me nuts about this.
Again.
Nobody ever came up after a couple trains went by, and he's still sitting there like, "Hey, what train are you waiting for?" You know what I mean?
You know what? It's funny because a podcast that I listen to, they say all the time, doing something like insurance fraud or fucking even like what are those things? Multi-level marketing or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah.
It's like the amount of work that it takes for you to go steal people's money, go get a job, go put that effort into something that will yield something, whether if that something is years later. Hey, this podcast is only 60 or 70 something episodes by this point. I think it's mid 60s. I can't fucking remember. But anyway, it's like
70s, actually early 70s at this point.
No, the one that I just gave you today
Okay. I got confused.
Whatever.
I got confused.
I only got like 3 or 4 more episodes after this or some shit like that. Yeah. All right, so the keg just went to the bathroom. And he said that pee just like hit him hit them so hard. And I don't know how hard pee really hits people, but I mean, when I get hit with a moment where I really need to pee, I wouldn't use the phrase, it hit me so hard. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Yeah, so during that quick break, which is not really a break, I did make a funny statement about when you decided to get up and say like that pee hit me so hard. So I can't wait for you to hear that later.
I'm looking forward to it. Hey man, when you gotta go, you gotta go. What do you want from me?
Oh yeah. Oh, believe me, when these last couple of pages are over, I am going to have to go too. Yeah, but so, I will tell you one thing. I'm not going to say, man, that pee hit me so hard.
Hey, it did though, man. List was also moving money from his mother's bank accounts into his own during this time to keep up with their bills. But finances were getting more strained and more noticeable. So, List told his children to get part-time jobs to help the family's financial burden, which was him.
I never loved your mother. The only reason why I married her because she had 6 jobs.
Yeah. And then when she had you guys, she quit all of them. And now I'm fucking doing this. Fuck you.
Fucking syphilis.
Oh, God damn it.
If it wasn't for the syphilis, your mother would have a job.
Oh, but that was the ex-wife. This is the new wife. No. This is the time period with... Yeah, never mind. You're right. I stand corrected.
Thank you.
I just realized this is going back. Yep. All right, but finances were getting more strained and more noticeable. List told his children to get part-time jobs, blah, blah, blah. He said it was good for them to learn responsibility, which was his reasoning behind having them get jobs, but really it was just to cover his ass.
Hey, get out there and get your own shit. The fuck?
List was also dealing with his wife's alcoholism and untreated syphilis. That was mentioned earlier. She kept this secret for 18 years. How? How did she keep this secret for 18 years?
And had 3 kids.
Right. The doctors never said shit about this, and you know it showed up on some tests because when women are pregnant, they do testing to make sure that the baby's okay and there's nothing the baby can contract. They do testing.
In the 50s?
I think so. I believe they did.
I don't know. Hey.
I don't know how accurate or anything they were in that time period, but I'm pretty sure they did to make sure that the baby could, still live a prosperous life if it goes to full term.
Oh, thank God I don't have kids.
Yeah, well.
I'm living the single.
Oh, but yeah, I do think that even back in that time period, they did, though, do the same testings. I don't fucking know. But again, 18 years. How did she hide this for 18 years? Liz testified at his trial, that Helen tricked him into marriage by claiming she was pregnant. She also insisted they marry in Maryland. So that wasn't even his idea either, according to him, which did not require a premarital syphilis test. There you go.
I got a question. Where's that paperwork?
That was in there.
Where's that paperwork?
Yeah.
I want to see that marriage license.
Well, I mean, again, but that's why she pushed to go to Maryland and they got married in Baltimore, Maryland, because there was no testing for it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe they could have gotten married anywhere else and just claimed to be married in Baltimore. Who knows?
Well, if there's no proof that they were married in Maryland, then yeah. Like I want to see paper. Yeah. And they had paper back then. And don't tell me that shit burnt up in your motherfucking mansion. Shit.
Well, you can still get that from the county of Maryland. I'm just saying Baltimore or whatever. And even though her health was noticeably deteriorating, she still did not tell List of her syphilis until 1969.
When they 69 for the first time.
The untreated disease mixed with excessive alcohol use unfortunately made her super paranoid and reclusive.
You know what? I have one of those two traits.
Yeah, I feel like I'm bordering both, but I know I don't have syphilis, so there's that.
Yeah. And I'm also not paranoid.
Man, there's that. List had told a court-appointed psychiatrist who testified what List had told him, that he only seen two options to solve his family's problems. One option was to accept help through welfare, in which List was totally against due to financial ridicule.
Wait, because it's against his religion.
That's what I was thinking more than the whole ridicule thing, and I was just getting ready to mention
because
that.
As soon as I step in that church and somebody knows I'm on welfare, they're gonna look down on me.
And honestly, at this point now,
which means you need a better church, motherfucker.
This could also be maybe personal delusion too. Like, say somebody's just talking to somebody quietly, it might not even be about that, but because he accepted that help, now he's gonna be like, these motherfuckers are talking
like,
shit.
I just got welfare yesterday. How do they already know?
Right. So now that's going to fucking play a role, I'm sure, and that's going to make him unhinge even quicker. So, yeah, I mean, this guy definitely did seem like he was coming unglued rapidly.
Option two,
his family. Option two, kill his family.
Hey, dude, I was hoping that would help you.
Well, I knew where I was at. Even when you said it, I knew where I was at, but I still fucking read it wrong.
Oh, my God.
Option two, kill his family and send their souls to heaven. But would you have, though? That's the thing. Even if you killed them, that doesn't necessarily guarantee they're going to heaven just because you killed them.
It doesn't guarantee that they're going to hell either.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't guarantee either or. So how does he know for sure? Like, he's like making this sound like actual fact 100%. He doesn't know that.
You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith.
All right, George Michael.
You
calm
gotta
down.
have faith. Faith. You gotta have faith. Faith.
Well, he didn't, and his career ended quick. Obviously,
I wanna touch your body.
Come on out, you rapist!
I said I want to. Didn't say I'm gonna.
Come on out, you rapist!
Wow, indeed.
Obviously, he chose the latter of these options, and the psychiatrist also testified that List suffered from obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Huh, no kidding.
Yeah, well, personality disorder. I did fuck that up. April 12th.
You're not going to blame that on Carlito?
No, that one was on me. Carlito, you're lucky. April 12th, 1990. List was convicted of five first-degree murder charges.
Woo!
Yeah. At his sentencing hearing, List denied any direct responsibility for his actions, as he said, I feel that because of my mental state at the time, I was unaccountable for what happened.
What are you fucking nuts? Yeah. You fuck.
He continued on. I ask for all affected by this for their forgiveness, understanding, and prayer.
What are you fucking nuts? Yeah. You fuck.
And then the judge looked at him and said,
Screw you! You're fired! You're fired! Whoa!
All right, I'll give you that.
Thank you. The judge had none of List's statement as he responded with, John Emil List is without remorse and without honor. After 18 and a half years, well, technically he broke it down a little bit more. He said 18 years, 5 months, and 22 days. It is now time for the voices of Helen, Alma, Patricia, Frederick and John F. List to rise from the grave. And with that, the judge sentenced John List to 5 consecutive life sentences. March 21st, 2008. John List dies in prison.
Boo!
From pneumonia at the age of 82.
He should have had that pneumonia for 5 more fucking years.
Was that brought on by the
syphilis?
Yes. I did actually wonder that too, and I did look it up. I could not find anything that would support that.
Hey, check 1 2 1 2.
But I feel like
syphilis. Check 1 2 syphilis. Syphilis. I still do that to this day when I'm if I'm tested, dude, if I got my gear out there and I'm testing a microphone out in public that ain't at a church, for real, I'm like, check 1 2 syphilis, and then I just walk to the next one. Check 1 2 syphilis.
I do remember the one gig I went with you to. What was that? Wheatfield or something like that, I think.
Oh wait,
yeah, I think it was Wheatfield. I don't know. I do know it was kind of out in the country, kind of over by that fucking the barbecue fucking shop, Buffalo Wild Wings. Kind of over there, there's like a little neighborhood, kind of diagonal.
Oh,
yeah. And you did that there. You did that while you were setting up, and like there was a couple people that were talking, and I'd seen them just straight up stop talking and look straight at you, and you just look right at them. You made eye contact.
That was that 4th of July one, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember it was such an awkward eye contact, and that's why I started dying, because I'm just like, oh, this is fucking awesome to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man. But at any rate, I do wonder, though, if the syphilis maybe contributed to his later pneumonia. Who knows? When the New Jersey Star-Ledger reported his death, they referred to him as the boogeyman of Westfield. And they probably weren't far off. He was a complete family annihilator. This guy...
So this is Westfield, New Jersey?
New Jersey, yes.
Okay, yes. Okay.
So he... this guy was seriously a piece of shit. And your microphone just went totally limp, brother.
You call me brother.
Figured you would have had more problem with the limp part.
It's the microphone. That's what it does.
Soft take, guys. Soft take.
Soft hard.
But at any rate, that is the story of the piece of shit John List.
You didn't have the chandelier in there.
You know what? I did have it in there, and I think when I finalized everything, I accidentally took it out.
So the reason why I can't remember what podcast I was listening to, but I heard this story before, and I have never remembered the man's name. Hand me that notebook. But the biggest thing that stuck out with me is this man was married, and I forgot about the whole syphilis thing, but just the murder of his family and his mother, and he just takes off to I thought it was Canada the way I had actually remembered it.
Oh no, he stayed in the United States, but he lived his life while he
and like I didn't know the exact number, but I knew it was over 15 years. And the one thing that really stuck out to me is that they found out later that he could have saved his entire family's problems from one chandelier in that fucking mansion that was worth so much fucking goddamn.
Now, to be honest, it wasn't just this. I mean, it could have just been the chandelier, but he also had stained glass windows in like the top part of his
no shit.
Going up the stairs, and those things were also the chandelier. And this is why I know I had it in here, because I thought it was so crazy that even in that time period, that chandelier was already worth $12 million.
Yes, and
on
that
its
was
own.
at that time.
Then he had like 6 stainless, those picture stained windows.
Yeah, like you see in churches and shit.
Yeah. And each one of those were worth another $6 million a piece. Because those windows were actually done by, I can't remember what artist. It was one that I never heard of, but he was apparently a well-known artist that did those windows.
Yeah. Could have easily saved his entire fucking
Yeah.
family's
So when that
fucking
house
problem.
went up ablaze the way it did, it ruined all of that.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, and I thought I kept it in here, and I realized by that point I wasn't going to say it, but I realized I was like, oh, fuck, I accidentally took that out, and I didn't even mean to.
Hey, John DeMille List. Now, the real funny thing about this, let's see whether or not if I actually remember his name after this. I have no idea. But
You won't.
No, absolutely not. Because if I remember correctly, this is like the third time I've heard a version of this story. And I still haven't
He's
remembered
easy
his
to
name.
forget because he's a piece of shit.
They can't forget Dahmer, and that was a piece of shit too.
Well, but he at least made himself memorable. John List really didn't.
Yeah, well, that was kind of for a good reason. That's why he was able to be gone for
No,
fucking, what was it,
absolutely.
18? You say 18,
18 and a
years?
half years, yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, piece
All
of
right.
shit.
Well, thanks for listening. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'll leave the mistakes in there just for y'all to hear.
Listening.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Like and share. Definitely
Hey,
share
please
with your friends.
Please leave us a review if you're on Spotify. Please.
Yeah, because I'm not going to look at it. So
Well, I do.
You can check us out on Spotify. I almost thought I said it wrong. Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast Index, Listen Notes, Pandora, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Audible, and SiriusXM Radio. You can email us at yourstoriesdpoid@gmail.com. If you want to email the keg directly, you can email
hit
him
me up
at
tappingthekegpodcast@gmail.com.
Shout out to Queenie. Shout out to Carlito. The fuck
Carlito, you're on my shit list, though, bro.
Yeah.
But shout out.
Yeah, so I think it was more of a what do they call it in wrestling?
Promo?
Yeah, there you go. All right. Holla at your boys.
We out.
Peace. We have no idea how many times we said come in this episode.
Probably not.